Okay, so can I start?
Yes, please.
Okay, good evening everyone. Greetings from Hey Foodie to one and all present here today. I am Sadaf Gulzar from Hey Foodie, and today we have Miss Arundhati Mazumdar joining us on our very own healthy chat show. Miss Arundhati Mazumdar is a principal in Guru Nanak Modern School. She also teaches at the Bhawanipur Education Society College as a lecturer of English, and she has been in an education background for more than 12 years. Currently she is given the exam of postgraduate diploma in educational management and administration and eagerly waiting for her results. She has been also invited at National Institute of Fashion Technology as a guest faculty. She has cleared business English certificate course from the University of Cambridge. Now I am introducing to Achaldeep. She will be taking the further session. Hello.
Hello, can you hear me, ma'am?
Yes, I can hear you.
So, good morning, ma'am. Good evening, ma'am. I'm Anchaldeep Kaur, and I would like to extend my warm welcome to everyone attending this healthy chat show. So, before starting the chat show, I would like to brief you about what we do at Hey Foodie. So, basically, Hey Foodie is a platform where we provide healthy and nutritious food to students of multiple schools and various others through a subscription-based service. So, we basically want to create healthy eating habits and inculcate in them in their day-to-day lives. And the food we provide at Hey Foodie is healthy, nutritious, homemade, and will definitely remind you of maa ke haath ka khana. So before starting, I would like to wish you and everyone very happy Ganesh Chaturthi. So the first question we have the first question we have is that as you have teaching experience of many years, so what changes have you noticed in the education field from then till now, and are they good or bad?
Well, teaching experiences require to change because we cannot afford to stagnate. And when I was a student, from when I became a teacher and then a principal, it's been a long journey, but things have changed, yes. But what comes to my mind at the moment when you ask me is the pandemic situation and the teaching that has changed in the pandemic situation. Now, this particular one-to-one conversation or one-to-one interaction in a teaching learning situation that we always had in our classes, that is something that has gone through a sea change at the moment. We understand that this is perhaps the best stopgap arrangement that could have been made for education to continue at the moment. But this perhaps will not be a long standing thing, I feel. Because though the concept of flipped classes and blended learning, all that have come, and education teaching is going through a sea change. But what I understand out of it is that, there is a basic difference between teaching and training.
Yes, ma'am.
While in teaching, the holistic development of a child is taken care of. Whereas in training, we prepare the child to only appear for a particular vocational examination.
Exactly.
And okay, will it be all right if I take a call? It's necessary.
Sure,
Will
ma'am.
you?
Sure, ma'am. Sure, sure.
Okay, okay. Thank you. Thank you. I'm so sorry, but I'm so sorry for that.
No issues, ma'am.
So, like I was saying, that the difference between teaching and training. So, teaching involves a lot of heart and educating a child as a whole, not only transacting curriculum, but also educating the child with life skills that becomes increasingly important in a world like today where the world has gone digital by all means, and where the world has, we are all attempting or endeavoring to become global citizens. In a world like
Yes.
this, teaching and educating a child involves not only transaction of curriculum, but a lot more. In
Yes.
keeping with that, online education, which is perhaps the go-to solution now, will have to remain a go-to solution. And I always feel that these technical things should be an aid, a support. And definitely it's a huge support at the moment, thanks to technology, that we are able to have this particular session and this interview over a Zoom call. So accordingly, I feel that education has definitely gone through a sea change. To answer your question directly, education has gone through a sea change, and I think it's always for the better. Now that the new education policy has been introduced by the government of India, where we're talking about 5+3+3+4, where there is no class 10 examinations and the child gets a college degree, which is a class 12 examination and a single degree. I'm sure the government must have thought about it, and it's a good change. What I think is a good change is the multidisciplinary approach in this particular education policy. Because initially, what we understood, that if a child is doing commerce, the child cannot do physics. Or if a child is doing physics, the child cannot take up sociology or psychology for that matter. Psychology, of course, is a science subject, it can be taken, but sociology, I stand corrected there. So here, the multidisciplinary approach has my vote. It is a wonderful thing that the government has thought about, and I think that a child, if wants to learn music and wants to do physics, it's perfectly all right. So I think we are moving ahead, and I hope this change is going to be a positive one.
Yes, ma'am, I completely agree whatever you said. So, ma'am, next question I have is that I was going through your profile. Your profile is a quite bit interesting. So, what I read was that you were felicitated at Calcutta Youth Meet Educationist for contributing to women empowerment.
Right.
So, I would like to ask that, seeing the current situation of India, like what changes do you see? Like, what changes do you want? And there are people with mindset, literally, they like don't like people, women working. Still, there are people. So, what changes do you want in the mindset, and what things can you do?
The first thing, I think, as a woman, I would have to say that be a voice, not an echo. That is my first thing that I would always like to tell a woman. And woman empowerment is, you see, I'll just cut myself here and I'll come back to this. You see, this feminism or this movement needs to be looked at in an absolutely different fashion. For once, I used to think that we come from so far that we don't expect to arrive. It's years of, being an echo to somebody and being, always trying to adjust or compromise, which is absolutely fine. There's nothing wrong with adjusting, there's nothing wrong with compromising. But wherever the requirement is, we require to speak up. Talk is my, advice, you would say. I'm sorry, just 1 minute, please. Yeah. Advice, you would say, or, you would say, um, my suggestion, if it would be taken that way, that it's not always fighting for what you want. That is the kind of face that women's lib has been given in India. That it's equality that we are looking for. It's not equality, but it's equity. If a man is getting, let me explain this concept to you. For example, there is a man who's my counterpart, who's getting a salary of, let's take an X figure, and I join the same organization and I crib because I don't get that X figure. Example number one. Number two is, there is this man in my organization who gets X figure, and my boss tells me you should be happy because you are also getting that X figure and equality is established. Well, that is not what women's lib, or that is not what feminism stands for.
Yes, ma'am.
What the man is getting must get according to his requirement, and what I am getting, I should get according to my requirement. That is what women's lib will be. It's not fundamental rights, it's not freedom of expression, it's what a particular woman wants in her life, which is very relative. Today, for me, maybe I had the necessity of speaking up. Tomorrow, another woman may have the necessity of going out and working. So the requirement is different for different women. So my idea of feminism is allowing the woman to do what she requires to do and what is necessary for her survival. That I think will be achieving
Exactly, ma'am.
feminism.
Yes, ma'am, I agree. So, ma'am, as we are Hey Foodie, so we would really like to talk about food. So everyone has their own definition of healthy lifestyle. So what according to you is a healthy lifestyle?
Health
Hello?
for me is not only, yeah, I can hear you. Can you
Yes,
hear
ma'am.
me?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
All right, all right. So, health, according to me, is not physical health alone. Health, according to me, certainly involves mental health as well. All right. A healthy person is healthy in body and mind. That is something that we have to recognize. That is something that we have to realize. I think more so now, given situations in these unprecedented times that we are, we have to realize that health is in mind and body. So, healthy lifestyle would mean where you are fit and you are at peace with yourself. I wouldn't say happy, because happy or happiness is a state of mind, and happiness is something that you can't just choose. It requires, you know, some kind of an external stimulus, if I might say. And certainly, I would say that happiness, of course, is relative. Something that is happy for me may not be happy for you, or for that matter, something which makes me happy today may not make me happy tomorrow. So, peace of mind is a more safe bet, I would say. So, being fit, being agile, and certainly having the peace of mind in whatever you do, I think makes a balanced and healthy life.
Okay. So, ma'am, are you a foodie?
Oh, of course, certainly I am.
So, what is your favorite dish, or
Well,
what you like to eat?
I have a number of favorite dishes actually from different cuisines. Um, I'm a very good cook as well, so my interest in culinary things, mount by the day, because I'm very fascinated with the kind of ingredients that across cultures people use for their food. And it's a little bit of a limitation in India because certain things are not available here. But other than that, I would say that you asked my favorite dish, the list can go on from different cuisines. So, like I said, I'm a foodie and I don't like experimenting with food much, but I have a set taste and I like building on that taste. And, maybe explore some fusion ideas. So, of course, I'm very fond of Chinese delicacies. And of course, biryani, I think everybody loves in India. We are all very fond of biryani. That could be a
Yes, ma'am.
staple for me. And apart from that, of course, there are a few continental dishes like a stroganoff or a chipolata, something that I'd really like. Though I'm a Bengali, I'm not too fond of fish, other than one or two types. But of course, those two types that I'm very fond of, I particular items that I'm fond.
Okay, ma'am. So, ma'am, we have some questions in a chat box from the audience, and
Yes.
from Didipya, she wants to ask that do you think women now will get recognition better than before?
Just one moment. Can you see me? I can't see you.
Ma'am, yes, I'm able to see you.
But I'm sorry, I just can't see you. Can I just can see a blank screen with Zoom written on it.
Ma'am,
Would it be convenient if I log out and log in back? If it is not a problem for your recording.
Ma'am,
ma'am,
actually, we are running short of time, ma'am. Like we have till the session will be like till
Right,
7:40.
I got it. I
So
got it. I got it.
yeah, ma'am. So
Yeah. Now, no problem, no problem. I got it. All right. Could I have your question once again, please?
so ma'am, the question was that do you think women now will get recognition better than before?
Well, that's a very, should I say, again, it's a very relative question. How they were getting recognition before and how they are getting recognition now. I think, to be able to get recognition, I think we require to step forward. It's not going to be served to us in a platter. So if we think that people are fighting for women's lib or feminism and things like that, and one day such a morning will dawn where the sun is going to be different and people are going to start giving us recognition, that is something improbable. That is perhaps something that is not going to happen. If we want recognition, we have to go out and get it for ourselves. And if all of us endeavor to start getting it for ourselves, more and more people will realize that this is the way forward and this is the way it should be. Perhaps we have to start setting examples, some exemplary issues, some exemplary actions and endeavors will have to be taken. And believe you me, they have to be taken by us. We
Yes,
cannot
ma'am.
expect it to be served to us in a platter, like I just said. So instead of cribbing that we don't get it, I think we should start working towards it. We should start endeavoring to get it. And we should start working towards it.
Hello. Hello.
I think there's a network issue with ma'am. Just a second, huh, Anshul?
Yeah. Hello, ma'am. Ma'am, actually, you're muted.
Yeah, I'm sorry I got disconnected. Yeah, tell me.
Yes, ma'am. So, ma'am, actually, we are running short of time. So, I would like to conclude by saying that we are very we would like to extend our gratitude for gracing your presence at a healthy chat show. So, we at Hey Foodie have our own way of expressing a gratitude towards our guests. So, we would like to present you with a certificate which will be mailed to you. And ma'am, we would also like that you would like to tell your loved ones to watch this chat show and to share your experiences with them.
And I wish would have continued. And I think for want of time, we are having to wind up. That's all right. And do let me know when this is going to be uploaded so I can tell people to take a look.
Sure, ma'am. Sure. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you.